Hey guys, Orla here from your Women's Gear Review channel, and today we are reviewing the Cabin Max Gozo Cabin Bag Expandable Holdall. Dang. In this review, we will of course have got you covered. We're going to go through the summary, we'll go through the features, we'll pack it out, see if we can get into it. We'll do a wee airline test, water test, run through some pros and cons, do a fit check, all that fun stuff. And of course, as always, if there is anything that we've missed you would like to know, then just pop us a wee comment below. Be sure to get back to you. Okay, let's get cracking on with the summary. So this is priced around £40. It is made from recycled plastic bottles. So you do have 40 by 20 by 25. And then if you expand up that bottom, it does go 40, 30, 20. But we will be checking it out with the Airline Test to just give you a better idea as to how much you can kind of get in here and what will fit. Because of the flexibility and everything, you should be fantastic. And also being budget friendly and all, why wouldn't you want to get one of these? This is the marshmallow pink, really out there. I actually love it. And you can get it in the night blue or the black. I would say in terms of the shape and style, this has a clean, low profile. It is expandable, offering this kind of compact shape and minimalist styling. So the inside, there is a little bit of organization, but it's not overwhelming. Also, it's not overwhelming for the price tag, and it does become compliant with most of those budget airlines as well. Again, we'll be testing this so you'll be able to see it a bit better. I think the pink color is a bit out there, but it's something different. If you want something a little bit more subtle, a little bit more under the radar, then definitely opt for the black. Cabin Max do offer a 3-year warranty over on their website. They also offer 30-day returns, and they do ship internationally. They also sell over on Amazon, so that might differ for the warranty, but I will leave both the links below for you to check out. If you are interested in all things gear related, then I highly recommend signing up to Size Matters, my email community. You can expect the latest bag releases, insider thoughts not shared here over on the channel. All you gotta do is click the link below and sign up today. Okay, let's get cracking on with the features. Sorry, this is where I interrupt and just say, if you do happen to have a wee gander on the website of the products we are reviewing, then we would be so grateful if you could use our links below. This is no extra cost to you, and it just helps us as a team and growing our channel. What's that? Oh, you would like me to introduce you to the team so you can see who you're helping out? No bother, let's go. First up, we have our editor, Orla, our outreach manager, Orla. Oh, there is our script writer, she's shy. She's called Orla. Then we have this sexy lady for thumbnails. The main star of our reviews is the reviewer herself, Orla. And last but not least, the woman who does it all. Her name is kind of like Lorla, but it's Orla. So don't forget to click that first link to purchase your item. So we've got a little bit of branding here on the front. It's pretty simple. You'll find some here at the back. You won't find it on the strap or anything, just in those kind of two places on the exterior. Speaking of the exterior, what you can do is you have the option to add on or remove this strap. So when you first receive the bag, it will be inside there. And then you have the option to tie this on. If this is something that you want to kind of create into a wee crossbody or throw it over your shoulders. If the bag is a bit heavy and you want to relieve a little bit of pressure, this is padded. It's quite simple and to the point. I still appreciate that the hardware is rotational, so it just means when you do clip it on, no matter what way, it'll rotate to you, that kind of style. So that is there. I'll show you that on the fit check. Fairly simple. It's adjustable as well. I'll be able to show you what that looks like on when it is up high and then down low as well. So I'm just going to set this to the side for the moment. Then you have these two handles here, which I definitely appreciate this little click close. That means if you are throwing it over your arm or if you manage to get it over your shoulder, depending, then it's not going to slip off, and it just means then it's easier to carry as well, rather than them kind of being, you know, like when they're just excessively just flapping about. It's not something you want. But if you fancy that, then you have the option to just kind of keep it like that. Simple. Not adjustable, it's just that kind of seatbelt material. Then at the bottom here, so you've got that lovely like water resistant material throughout. Setting it down, you might find with this kind of material that you'll pick up on scratches. It's just something to be aware of. But this is where you'll find your expansion. So it means for those bigger kind of budget airlines, such as like EasyJet, then you get a little bit more room. That just opens it up, falls down everything that you've got in there just goes down to the bottom. This is really well padded actually, so even just placing things in there, whether it's your electronics or valuables and you're worried about setting it down, it actually has a lot of thickness to it for the price. On the back here you do have a luggage pass-through. You'll set this over your bigger luggage. Then you do have a zip pocket here. You can put in your phone, passport, whatever you don't want to put into the main compartment, have by your side. That is there, simple and to the point. Then on the other side you have a wee peg snout here, so if you did want to attach a cabina there, then you could do that. Have anything dangling from the front or back of the bag depending on where you're setting it. On the side here, that zip didn't look too promising in terms of its durability. Had like a gap in it. Sometimes it does like form an own little gap, so I would worry about that over a period of time. But that is a separate compartment here. Runs right down. If you did have electronics that you wanted to kind of fit in there, it's a bit small in terms of like the zip size. It's about 7 inches approximately. And then across it runs to about 14.5, but to that zip it runs to 13. Obviously scoops under like so. It's just something, place documents, or if you had shoes or wet clothes, anything that you wanted to keep separate, then you could do that. Then there's an entrance to the other side as well, so it doesn't like meet each other in the middle. They are two separate kind of compartments that you have on both sides, and that's the same measurement for this one on this side. Little custom pillars. I do find when you start backing out the main compartment, sometimes get a little bit too messy, so sometimes I'll just offer like a book, or if I'm keeping things separate, maybe some snacks in on either side. Here you've got a little button closed pocket. Just being aware it's a little exposed if you do have anything in there, but that is your pocket there. Then obviously you'll see on the sides these loops are for your attaching your strap that we looked at earlier. Up at the top here, this first pocket, bright interior. This color is so interesting. You've got 2 pockets here, simple to the point. It's handy enough for like your charger if you are placing an electronic, hard drive and things like that. This is a very durable strap for the price. There is no give to this, just what it is. Go across, I'd say about 14 and a bit, if you can see that. Then the pocket itself runs up to about 9.5. 15-inch 2017 MacBook Pro that runs 14 by 9.5. So let's see if it's not like curving. Try and go ahead and keep her in. She's gonna just stick out a little bit. That would be your max for a laptop there. And that is a space. This is actually well padded and it has a false bottom. Double zip as well. Little cute custom pillars. Then going into the main compartment, got like these zips. If you had a lock, you could lock these, no bother. Has a little bit of branding on that. Lock them closed, give yourself a little bit of anti-theft. Then open this flap's opened. If you're not using it, then it kind of like packs down like so, or opens up, right? So on one side, you do have a mesh pocket, fairly durable, handy enough to create some organization here. And then on this side, you've got 2 zip pockets, just smaller ones. Again, just for some organization. So if you are packing this up, then you know whenever you're placing some things in that pocket, then you know where it is. 1, 2. Again, just for some organization. If that's something you use, then they are there. Right, let's go ahead and pack her on up. I'm gonna put my 11.5 Chromebook in here. A laptop charger here, camera battery charger in here, word search here, main compartment, 1 pair of chargers, bralettes, pants and socks, 2 baggy tops, pair of jeans, put my sunnies here, tissues here, zip pocket, perfume, my AirPods, this pocket, 2 pens in there, 500 ml water bottle, 3 smaller tops, DJ bottoms, and my makeup bag. You don't have to pack it out as much as I do. You can of course open up the bottom and that'll give you a little bit more of a wiggle room for those bigger airlines. As you can see, once you start packing out these pockets, as I mentioned, these pockets just become a little bit limited. So it's really down to you and how you kind of want to pack it and how flexible you want to keep it. I'm going to keep my phone and passport in the back here. 4 kg. Okay, time for a fit check and comfortability test. Okay, so this handle here, I mean, if you have it packed out to the max, you're not going to be able to fit that over your shoulder. That's why it's great to have that secondary kind of strap on. Or you can kind of hold it like this or by your side, just depending. I'm going to be able to show you the strap here across the body. It actually works nicely for a wee gym bag as well, just depending on what you kind of fancy. Lots of padding on that. Plenty of material for you to work with. For reference, I'm 5'6". This is where it goes down to. Down past my hip for the length of that strap, and then you can obviously adjust it if you do prefer to have it a little bit higher. It's just depending. I'd probably opt to go slightly higher if I am packing this out to the max, because that way it just feels less like it's dragging me backwards. So I will show you that. No real comment. I'm glad that they've implemented a little bit of padding here, so it just adds comfort, especially when it is fully packed. Okay, so for we airline test behind me, we have EasyJet. For reference, I do have Wizz Air and I also have EasyJet. So we will be checking those out too. Let me just give you one for EasyJet. So when it's not expanded here at the bottom, you've got that wiggle room. If you are expanding that, you're absolutely grand as well. For Wizz Air, unexpanded, lovely, expanded, I'm gonna show you. Yeah, because you got flexibility with this bag, it makes all the difference in comparison to a really rigid bag. So, yeah. You should be absolutely grand. Now, as you would have seen in the overlays, like packing it out to the max does bulge it out a bit forward. So depending on whether you're asked, you might need to remove some of your items for the time being if you want to try and fit it in for a personal item in the seat in front of you. Not expanded. Let's check for EasyJet. EasyJet, I keep doing that. Ryanair. If it fits for EasyJet, then it will fit for Spirit Airlines, American Airlines, and I believe Delta as well. Come on, girl. They could be really picky and be like, ooh. But if you just flatten her on down, then you should be grand for, I was about to say EasyJet again, Ryanair. For water test, this is grand for a light drizzle. You got that really easy, clean, wipeable material. It's just going to take a bit longer to dry for those seatbelt materials. Okay, time for some pros and cons. Pro number 1 is that it is great for budget airlines, just squeezing it on in, getting it into that seat in front of you. Most of the time, if you're just wanting to take a bag with you for the seat in front of you, then you don't have to pay the extortionate fee for a cabin over the head locker bag, so why not? It is something that is really easy to pack down and compress, so if you did want to take this as a second bag with you in on top of like a bigger bag, then it's perfect for that. Also, the fact that it does offer a padded laptop compartment as well, so it just means then you're not using just the main space for your laptop, you actually have a separate compartment for that, and then it makes it easier for TSA to kind of take that out. Although I do believe now TSA, you just plop your bag in and be on your way. You don't actually have to take out anything now, so I think it's really simple and to the point, and it's quite neutral. Maybe not this color, but it's classic and it's casual and it's clean. So some cons to think about is just the durability of the hardware, the zips especially. So that is something to just keep in mind when you are going for a more budget friendly bag. It can feel a little bit disorganized if you're carrying a mixture of clothes, tech and accessories. And as you would have seen, if you start packing out that main compartment, then the other kind of pockets on the outside, the external pockets there, just become a little bit limited. So that is the end of our review. We hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then why not consider joining the channel and hitting that subscribe button. If you do happen to have a wee gander over on their website and you're thinking about purchasing this bag or any of the other bags, then be forever grateful if you could use our links below. Do let me know your pros and cons below, what you like, what you don't like. It's super helpful to get a wee convo going below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.